Well, we've been up to all sorts of tomfoolery these past few weeks, and in today's video, we'll get you caught up with what we've been up to. Unfortunately, we've been so busy, we haven't had time to relax at Lincoln's favorite nude beach. Oh, did I just say that out loud? Let's give you an update on what has been happening. I know you're all anxious to see the finished greenhouse. I am too. It'll get back on track soon enough, but we had two urgent issues that were more of a priority. I am headed to see Lincoln. He's down on the donkey path, and we're not very happy. The donkey walkway has become a major issue. Despite assurances that it would be done properly, the results tell a different story. Hey, Dominic. Hey, Uvea.
What we did first was try to put down the stuff that packs down to something hard. Unfortunately, we hired a guy to help us that claimed he had lots of experience doing this, or at least he didn't know how to do it well. Maybe he'd done a lot of it poorly, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, we were told that this is the way to do it.
He complained that there was too much rock dust in the mix, and he didn't even try wetting it, before he tamped it. He did it completely dry. So then, I got the company I bought the gravel from to come out, and they agreed to send us some of the medium-sized stuff, but it's not the same kind of gravel. It's got like sharper edges, and it really didn't work. And basically, we rented a tamper or whatever you call it, and flattened it all out. It looked real nice, and then it just quickly went right back to being loose gravel.
I mean, the donkey's walking on it for a couple days, it was fine, but we had the farmer come in with one of his big pieces of equipment, and it just chewed up all the gravel. Yeah. So we think if we had continued with the original gravel we had, and it was just, we had more of it and it was wet, yeah, it would have been a success. So lesson learned, and I feel like this is why we end up doing a lot of the jobs ourselves.
Yeah. We are ending up doing it ourselves.
And we think we're hiring somebody that's like, yeah, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine. And then here we are. The main reason was for these guys, so that their hooves would stay healthy. And it's quite the opposite now because they're walking on this loose gravel.
What's interesting is right where you're standing, outside of here, that's where the original pile of the first gravel, the stuff that was supposed to work, was. Yeah. And then it's been driven over a couple times in various parts, and it just sort of got hard on its own.
So I mean, what we're going to have to do is go the whole length of our walkway and scrape all this gravel off.
Oh yeah, but the stuff that appears to be inconsistent with what we need.
Right. I'm so pissed off.
You mean start over?
Yeah, I feel like we need to just, I don't know what to do at this point, and I feel like a total idiot that, we're putting our animals in harm's way because of this giant clusterfuck. While we were in the midst of trying to correct this problem, we had to prepare for the architect's arrival. He was coming to photograph and measure our spaces to create our new kitchen. But before his arrival, we needed to do some exploring. We do know there's a sixth flue someplace, and it has to be in the kitchen. And if we want a fireplace added to the new design, we need to find it. You're going in?
Yeah, gotta pull the dishwasher out, get my hands dirty.
And that's the old wallpaper back there.
Yeah, and the old tile.
Oh, there's tile. Yeah, look at that. You're going to enter in here, and you're going to take a right.
Yes, another foot or so.
Get your camera and...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is exciting.
But you can see at the bottom, if you look over here at the bottom, at that floor level, you can see that the wall is stone there. At the floor, there's stone wall.
Yeah.
So whatever they filled in is above the floor level.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting. All right, Godspeed.
I'm going in. Look, I been chipping this stuff away. See there? Up at the top where it's black? See that right up there? You can feel cold air coming through there.
I'm not really sure how all this stuff works, but we're not going into our other fireplace, are you?
No. I mean, I'm just taking this stuff away. This plastic.
But because we have a fireplace opposite.
Right, but this is about a foot away from the end of the closet. And if you go look in the dining room, you can go look together. So the closet ends here.
Right.
I'm about here. I'm about here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's over there.
That's...
So we're a couple feet away from that fireplace.
So what do you think? Are the other fireplaces in the Chateau staggered like this?
Yes.
Interesting.
They're not right opposite each other, exactly. But just the minute you came in, I broke that little piece of stuff off, and I felt cold air coming through. And then I saw the black.
Oh, there's a bunch of soot back there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you should take the vacuum before you...
I don't know how much there is. Like here.
Are we really prepared to do this right now? Oh gosh.
But it's...
Oh, I can smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it.
Well, that kind of concerns me a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just hoping it's not from the basement. All right, this is day 2 of trying to discover what's in the wall. We know there's a fireplace of some sort. We don't know what it is exactly. And our architect is coming in a couple of days, so I need to figure it out. Down there, I've kind of done everything I can reach easily.
You have limited space down there.
Right. And there's stuff in the wall up at this height that I need to discover. You know, you can see that it was filled in or something. This stuff's really on here.
What's your technique here? You just you're just going sideways.
I'm gonna make a hole.
So you've opened the wall up and discovered tile. So must be, I wonder how old this is.
I don't know, but it
stops
right about here. You know, it's like it goes around an opening. That looks
so
like
it's either a fireplace or where there was a stove or something.
So
you said there was a patch somewhere?
Well, if you look up over here, this area, it looks like there's...
Put the light up, I can't see.
There's a patch. Like,
oh, I see. Yeah, the white.
Like the size of a pipe, sort of.
Uh-huh. So...
But there could also be something behind the tile, you know?
Yeah.
There's a hearth. There's a hearth in the corner.
Yeah.
Diagonally. So that would have been where a stove was.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of this, if that's all they had, this wouldn't have been so weird back here, you know? So, like, patched together. It looks like something was changed.
Like a fireplace.
Well, whatever. It's just something was changed.
I know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the whole fireplace. Like, is it... Like, I'm not sure if I want to have a fireplace to make that decision.
Well, it's good to know because if we can find the flue, that can be where the exhaust from the hood can go right into the flue. And that's its own flue. That's worthwhile in itself. So I think I should try and take this stuff out here.
The area that's patched.
Right, and see what it is. And if it goes into a flue, see if that flue stops at some point where it goes down.
How do you tell?
Well, you stick something in there, or, I mean, there's lots of things. I have a snake that's really long. See that? Look.
Yeah.
It's open back there. Look, you can see it.
So maybe it was a big giant fireplace like we have down in the basement. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be cool, but I don't see why they would have if they had the big one downstairs.
All right, only time will tell.
Right. I've been pulling this, which is modern. I don't know when they started using this, but certainly, 50 years ago at least. It's all been behind these tiles. So those tiles were put in, sometime in the last probably 50 or 70 years.
Yeah, they don't look, they're not handmade. They're not hand painted or anything. They're kind of cute, huh?
I was trying to save that block of them.
Yeah, use them for something maybe. So what the heck are we looking at? It doesn't look good, whatever it is.
If you see here, I think that is, so that was coming through the wall. I think there's another spot up here.
What? Downstairs?
It's either from downstairs or, I don't know. I need to figure it out.
Is that plastic up there?
Yeah. That
What
might
the
be
hell?
Family jewels. I don't know. They were probably plugging up a hole of some sort.
But my question is this solid granite or cement?
Oh, no, that's granite. That's the fireplace wall. The chimney wall that's holding part of the house up. That's one of the main structural walls of the house. It's as thick as the outer walls, too,
Yeah, it's funny because because the stove is centered in the room, you would expect that we're going to find a perfect.
Yeah.
That's in my mind. So
Right.
in all reality, the fireplace could be somewhere over here.
Yeah. I think this is where it begins.
It's really, you can smell it. It's so
You
strong.
can feel air, whatever it is, the air flows.
So you're going to put a snake down and see if this belongs to the downstairs fireplace?
I don't feel like sticking my head in there.
Well, your head won't fit in there. Is it stopping? I hate to say it, but I think this is an improvement with the tile gone. It opens up the place.
Yeah.
I think we're all looking forward to the day that this kitchen is demolished, but there's a lot to think about and plenty of work to be done. Oh no, he's back. I've learned the hard way that leaving my personal information online for anyone to see can give total strangers access to me. This baguette salesman won't leave me alone. Thanks to our sponsor today, you don't have to worry about this happening to you. Incogni is a personal information removal service. Right this very minute, your confidential details are being sold on an open market in the shadowy industry of data brokers. Scraping the internet for personal information, selling your data to private businesses, insurance companies, even the government. Here's a challenge. Try Googling yourself. You'll be shocked at how many sites publicly share your information. Incogni has introduced a new unlimited plan feature. Custom Removals unlocks an unlimited number of removal requests to any number of websites which expose personal data without consent. Point them to where your data is being exposed, and their privacy experts will handle the rest. All you need to do is create an account, grant Incogni the right to work for you, and then kick back and let them do the hard part. Each month, Incogni will send you a report showing you exactly how your data removal is going. I've been signed up with Incogni for several months now. The results are impressive and gives me peace of mind that my personal information isn't floating around out there. So if you'd like to support our channel and reclaim your privacy, check out the link in the description and use our super exclusive code for 60% off an annual Incogni plan.
Thanks, Incogni. We've always suspected that there was a fireplace or something in this room because there was no other heat source. First, we started here. The wall looked like that sort of had been a fireplace there. And it turns out it wasn't a fireplace. It was an access to the flue from the basement, which I suspect was built in so they could use it if they weren't using the basement fireplace at all, then they could use this one. What I had noticed when we had to replace this machine and I had to take the floor apart is you can't really see it because there's so much junk there, but there's a triangular hearth. It comes out to, see just past, near the pencil? You see that line? All that whole triangle to the corner there is a hearth. It's like stone.
Is it granite or something?
It's a bunch of, In the corner, it's square stones, and then there's one large stone in the front. When I first saw that, my assumption was that would have been a stove sitting on there with a pipe going in to the wall for a flue.
So if that's indeed the case, would it be possible to open that flue up to create a fireplace for the kitchen?
Well, that's why I've been inspecting it. And if you look now, you see that I uncovered bricks. Something's been bricked up. It's not very wide. It's about this wide, but it goes at least to the height of the counter. And now I need to come above the counter and take some of these tiles off to see if it continues. It could have been a fireplace and a flue, obviously, but we'll need to take the brick out to see. But at a minimum, we found the flue, basically. Our last chance to investigate before the layout of the kitchen is set.
Right.
Well, if they're done properly, they're intended to not come off ever. Here, that's the edge of it. And this is old brick. This is the kind of brick they used when they built the place.
Uh-huh.
Like the partition walls have that type of brick.
Right.
For instance, that brick there is more modern.
Yeah.
Definitely 20th century.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's just like below, that's stone until you get to this. And then there's the brick.
Did you shine a light in there? I guess it's...
You can see that there's...
open, huh?
There's a hollow back there.
Okay.
So I guess I should just try prying it out.
I would. I mean, when else are we going to do it?
Yeah.
You've come this far.
We need to know, right?
Yeah, we just need to block it up like we did with this hole so the cats don't jump into the flue, because they will. There aren't any birds in there, I hope.
It's got soot in there. It's a flue. It's
So it's been used, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's open from the floor.
I'm gonna put my thing in to see.
What thing?
My measuring thing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so
Ooh, what's that thing hanging down there? What is that?
oh shit, it's bigger, but down there, look, it goes.
I can't see.
It's deeper.
But what's the thing hanging above? Is that the stone falling out?
That's stone, but if you look, see, look.
The hole?
Yeah, if you look down.
So since you found the diagonal piece of stone,
The hearth.
in the corner. So it's like it was like a triangle fit into the corner. So we think there was a stove there where they vented it through this little flue.
It's a large flue, but they have brick built up there that makes it smaller.
Move the light so I can see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that the black piece.
This broke off.
Yeah.
But it looks like they had a stove and a pipe going in there.
Mm-hmm. You know, we could easily vent our stove through here, right?
Yeah.
But do we want to leave part of that open and have like a little area for a cooking area, a fireplace. I mean, that I can cook in.
I'm still a little confused about what it all looks like taken apart, you know? I'm assuming that this part here gets larger. Mm-hmm. Right? And eventually takes up the whole flue, probably. 'Cause, I mean, that's the size of the flue, basically. It's big.
Yeah.
And they framed it.
Yeah, you can see the floor, and then that's the hearthstone. That looks like marble.
It's cracked.
It's very cracked.
But,
And then those stones are similar to what we have, I guess, inside the fireplaces. Yeah, that's so strange. Covered the hall.
yeah.
So I guess we just need to figure out now if that's usable and if we can create a little opening. And you should definitely tune into next week's video where you'll meet our architect and see the drawings he's created of our new kitchen space. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave us a comment.